अजीज़ दोस्तों, प्रोग्राम में स्वागत है। अजीज़ दोस्तों, दो इश्यूज़ इस प्रोग्राम में आपके सामने रखूँगा। पहला तो ये कि यूनाइटेड नेशंस ह्यूमन राइट्स काउंसिल का सेशन जिनीवा में शुरू हो चुका है और मैं ज़ाहिर नहीं जा सक रहा, इसलिए कि मेरी कुछ फैमिली मसरूफियात हैं तो मैं नहीं जा रहा। ये मेरी स्पीच है। मुझे काफ़ी इनविटेशंस आई हैं। एक और कॉन्फ्रेंस हो रही है 11 मार्च को, उसके लिए मैं वीडियो के ज़रिए जिनीवा में पार्टिसिपेट करूँगा। Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for giving me the floor. My name is Arif Aajakia. I am Executive Director of Asian Human Rights Forum, and I come from Pakistan. And as your title of the conference, Religious Extremism and Terrorism in Africa and Asia. So, who can be the biggest exporter of religious extremism and terrorism than Pakistan? Pakistan is epicenter of global terrorism, and it has always promoted religious extremism in different part of world, especially in the neighboring countries of India, Afghanistan, and even recently Iran also attacked by missiles in Pakistan, targeting a religious extremist outfit created by the mother of all terrorism, Inter-Services Intelligence, ISI of Pakistan. So Pakistan has always promoted religious extremism. There are dozens of religious extremist groups created and nurtured by Pakistan Army, trained, armed and financed by Pakistan's notorious intelligence service ISI, and they have exported these terrorist groups to India, in many parts of India, and then of course they are they have destroyed the peaceful situations of Afghanistan. Afghanistan has been a country affected by global policies, and Pakistan has played well in this whole scenario. And whenever there was a time for peace in Afghanistan, Pakistan played a negative role and sent its terrorist groups, like after Soviet withdrawal from Afghanistan. There was a Geneva Accord between different Afghani groups, but immediately Pakistan created Taliban and created a civil war in Afghanistan. Who does not know that Taliban was the biggest terrorist group creation of Pakistan? And then we all know again when in 1996 Taliban started governing Afghanistan and Afghanistan became comparatively peaceful. Pakistan played a big game and trained and directed Al-Qaeda terrorists. And what happened on 9 September 2001, we all know. And after that, when America attacked Afghanistan and waged a war for 20 years, who gave safe havens to all the religious extremists and terrorists? Pakistan. The most notorious terrorists of Afghanistan, Al-Qaeda, were either arrested or killed in Pakistan by USA. Osama bin Laden, top of the list. Mullah Umar died in Karachi. Abu Zubaydah, Abu Faraj al-Libi, Ayman al-Zawahiri is reported to be in Pakistan. So you name it, Khalid Umar Sheikh, the mastermind of 9/11, they all were either arrested in Pakistan or killed in Pakistan. So Pakistan is a safe haven for Islamic extremists and terrorists. And I, through your August conference and your important conference, I would convey my message to the international authorities, especially United Nations, that Pakistan Army and its notorious intelligence agency ISI should be declared terrorist groups. They should be Pakistan should be sanctioned, embargo should be imposed, and all the serving and retired Pakistan Army officers should be brought to International Court of Justice for War Crime Tribunal and should be punished as war criminals. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Thank you. और ये मेरी स्पीच है लास्ट ईयर की जो मैंने क्रॉस बॉर्डर टेररिज्म पे की थी, तो वो आपके सामने मैं रख रहा हूँ.
Specialist on South Asia human rights. Floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for giving me this opportunity. Cross-border terrorism, state terrorism has always existed. In history, we have witnessed. I come from Pakistan. As my friend Kirupar Haran said that they are victim of state terrorism. We in Pakistan are victim of state terrorism. The ethnic minorities, the religious minorities are facing genocide in Pakistan. The topic of the conference is cross-border terrorism. Who else than my country, Pakistan, can be involved in cross-border terrorism? We Pakistanis are involved in cross-border terrorism in Afghanistan, in Pakistan, and beyond. During the Cold War, when Afghanistan was invaded by USSR, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, and United States of America glorified jihad, promoted jihad. Recruitment was done by Pakistan's notorious ISI. From Uzbekistan to Tajikistan to Afghanistan, Pakistan, from everywhere they recruited terrorists to wage jihad globally. At that time, it was need of West to glorify jihad. When we had an agreement of peace in Afghanistan in 1985, at that time, Pakistan's army, which was making millions of dollars in this jihad, they were afraid that their business, their industry is going to close. So the jihad and jihadis were sent to new markets. Which can be better market than India? More than 1 billion people. So Kashmir, Khalistan, and new venues of jihad and terrorism, cross-border terrorism were opened in India. My army brought innovations in this cross-border terrorism and jihad. Like yesterday in Pakistan Senate, a report was presented, and it says that India's own fault lines, like minorities of India and other forces opposed to Mr. Modi and RSS, smaller parties, smaller political leaders, civil society should be targeted. This is also a form of terrorism, which we are seeing in Delhi. They are not riots. That is Pakistan's proxy war, which we are seeing in the streets of India. It's not new phenomena of terrorism in India. In 80s, we had terrorism in Assam, east of India, north of India. We have terrorists everywhere. As my friend Shaukat Kashmiri Sahab said that we should see the role of government. Well, terrorism cannot be done without the approval of government, especially a country like Pakistan, which spends more than its 50% budget on army. They cannot say that it is non-state actors who are doing terrorism. It is purely a design of Pakistan army, an industry I call it, because they are making money
And who are the biggest victims of their terrorist activities? We, the Pakistanis and Indians and Afghans, the neighboring countries. So we cannot say that these are non-state actors. They are created by Pakistan, as my friends have explained, as Mr. Munir Mengal has explained, that how in Balochistan madrasas are promoting jihad, are promoting terrorism. It is state policy. Pakistan's foreign policy has a cornerstone of terrorism. Without terrorism, without blackmailing the entire world of their terrorists, of their nuclear bombs, of their bunch of terrorists, they are blackmailing the world. We have to decide that either we have to be blackmailed or not. Terrorism is an organ used by these kind of banana republics. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Arif.
Thank you very much, Aziz Dosto, for all your support. Kindly keep supporting.